Hi, everybody. Welcome to a new all of the above budget movie review. This time, we're going to do phase four, four of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Um, we just exited the Infinity Saga, and now we're entering the Multiverse Saga. And what a saga it is, or it has some good points, it has some bad points, and it's the first phase where Disney Plus comes into play and TV series make an entrance. So, well, let's see. Um, I won't. I'll mention the TV series, and I'll mention which TV series belong in Phase Four, but I won't go in depth about them because it's budget movie review and not budget TV review. Maybe an idea for the future, but who knows? Well, to start off, Phase 4 started with, well, one hell of a movie. We just seen the last of Black Widow in Endgame. Spoilers for people who haven't seen Endgame, sorry. But I think when you're watching these movies and you're a fan of Marvel, you know Endgame, you've seen Endgame, and you know what's happening there. There was a Black Widow movie with Scarlett Johansson, um, Florence Pugh, who played her sister, and it's a good action movie. It's a spy movie, and yeah, it has everything. It was delayed a few times because it was during the pandemic that it was filmed, and yeah, I still enjoyed the heck out of it. Um, and then the tide turned. This phase is known for some obscure heroes that were taken in to the MCU, I think because of diversity quotas or storylines which they could use to, yeah, have a diverse cast. The second movie in Phase 4 is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. In this movie, we get the return of the guy who played the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. Yeah, Iron Man 3. And we get to see Abomination again, um, who we've seen the last time during, well, the Hulk movie, of course, in Phase 1. So it took us a lot of years, but, well, it happened. So we got Shang-Chi, and it's um, a cross between a martial arts movie, superhero movie, with some bad humor. And yeah, it was too over the top. It didn't really grab me. And I'm glad I waited till this one was on Disney Plus because I would be rather bummed out if I was to see this one in the cinema. So the next one I didn't get to see in the cinema too because I didn't even know who they were. I knew some of them after I saw the movie. I noticed, hey, I know this one and I know this one, and there would be a little Game of Thrones reunion in there. Some actors played in Game of Thrones. We get a foreshadowing of Black Knight, who I loved in the Avengers comics. So I hoped he would be in this movie, but just his alter ego. So it was the Eternals, and this is a hodgepodge mess of a movie. Yeah, I didn't really like it. It was too slow. It had too many people in the cast, and some of the times I didn't even know what was happening. Um, yeah, I lost my focus during this one just because it was just too boring. So, and after that, it all became good again because we saw the return of Spider-Man, man, instead of men. This Spider-Man movie stars Tom Holland, of course, and it has Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, and it's of the first of a series of multiverse stories. And this one had a very cool twist ending. We see villains from the early Spider-Man movies like Green Goblin from Spider Man 1, Dr. Octopus from Spider Man 2. We see Sandman from Spider Man 3, the Lizard from Amazing Spider Man 1, and we see Electro from Amazing Spider Man 2. And as a bonus, we also get Tobey Maguire as the first Spider-Man in the Spider-Man movies, and Andrew Garfield. So we get three Spider-Men in one movie, and it was awesome. Um, it did have a lot of magic in there, and it, yeah, kind of works as a bookend to a new Spider-Man trilogy. This trilogy, the No Way Home or the Home trilogy, as you may call it, because all three movies had home in them. Homie, home, home. Yeah. Well, I liked this one and it was awesome. I saw it a few more times and I loved the parts where the other Spider-Man came in. And of course, to see the old villains back again. It's awesome. I think it's one of the best movies in Phase 4. So then we return to form with the second Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness. And it continues right where Spider Man left off. He's still working on closing the multiverse, and something happens. No, the American Chavez, another hero, comes into his life, and she can hop multiverses. And they're being, well, hunted by Wanda Maximoff or Red Scarlet Witch, however you may like to call her. We saw her in WandaVision, but I'll come back to the TV series at the end. So this, yeah, was a very good movie. We saw some old heroes in a multiverse form, like Professor X, played by um, Patrick Stewart, of course, with the animated X Men theme. We saw a first of the Fantastic Four. We saw Mr. Fantastic, of course. We saw the Captain Carter uh, person from What If, which I will talk about later, um, and a few other surprises. So I like this one, and it was a really good movie that really captured the Doctor Strange uh, essence. It was a movie done by Sam Raimi, and yeah, you can really see Sam's art in there. So it's a good one. Then it was time to release the Thunder, Thor Love and Thunder. Yeah, this was the fourth Thor movie, and it tells the story of Thor after he joined the Guardians of the Galaxy, and yeah, we get a new villain, Gorr the Godslayer, or yeah, and we get a female Thor. Um, there was a female Thor in the movies, so it is it could be, and we all yeah. So it's a good action movie. It's not as good as Ragnarok, but it's a good movie. I loved it. I watched it a few times, and I've got a nice Blu-ray steel book. So and then it dwindled again. There was a Black Panther movie, of course, and Chadwick Boseman played the Black Panther. Alas, he died, so he couldn't play Black Panther in the second movie. So we got an almost all female cast playing off of Princess Shuri in Wakanda Forever. And yeah, we get a sort of Namor, but we don't call him Namor. We call him Namor. Um, and we know Namor is being the first mutant in the Invaders, the group led by Captain America in the comics. Um, yeah, I had a bit of trouble with this one. Yeah, like I said in the first one, they keep calling the Freeman character the colonizer. I mean, damn, don't be so racist. Sorry. Yeah, it pays a tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who died. Like I said, he died before this movie was made. They explained how T'Challa wasn't in the movie anymore. So, and they leave something open for the future. But I'm very curious to see if they will follow through on Shuri as the Black Panther. So, yeah. And Phase 4 entered the Disney Plus era with a few TV series. We started off with WandaVision, a 9-part series about Scarlet Witch and Vision, trying to deal with, well, we get Wanda to deal with the death of Vision in Endgame, or in Infinity War, sorry. We get a 6 episode Falcon and the Winter Soldier, um, where we see Falcon become Captain America in the end, because at the end of Endgame he gets the shield from Steve Rogers. So it's already hinted that he would be the next Captain America, like in the comics. In the comics, he was Captain America for a short time, and he is again. Um, yeah. Then we got a Loki series. We see Loki disappear in Endgame, and in this TV series, we see where he ends up. We get a What If series. What If tells the comic What If tells an alternate reality story, and this has 9 stories based on the movies in the MCU with original voices, except for Tom Holland. The Spider-Man voice is played by someone else. We get a Moon Knight series, who is awesome. I love Moon Knight, and I love this series. I hope they do more with this character, and I want to see him in a movie. Then we had to, yeah, duds, Mrs. Marvel, who will make her appearance in Phase 5 in the Marvels movie, but I'm not holding my breath to see if it's. I will go and see it just because I'm curious. Um, but my expectations are low. So, and then we had She-Hulk, where we see Mark Ruffalo return for a short period as the Hulk. So yeah, that's what we have due to TV series. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot Hawkeye. We also got a Hawkeye series, something that which had the return of the Kingpin. The Kingpin we know from Daredevil. So, and we saw the actor who played Daredevil in his Matt Murdock role return in Spider-Man: No Way Home. So there will be a Daredevil series in the future, Born Again, but that will that one still has to be made. So we'll wait for that. Well, that was Phase 4. Like I said, the TV series are not something I will go into deeply. But I liked this phase less than the first three. I think this phase was more of a mess. And yeah, it was too preachy and too hooked on making some groups happy instead of yeah, really making good superhero movies. It also could be like they oversaturated the market. They released too much material that people became Marvel weary because we had well 5 TV series in 1 year, and in the same year we had 4 movies. So that's a lot. And in the second year we had 3 movies and 3 series, so 6. That's a lot for one phase. And like I said, phase 4 was a phase 3 was a big phase, but this one was, I think, even bigger because phase 4 had movies and this one had TV series, which mostly consisted of 6 and some of them 9 episodes. So it's a longer running time. So yeah, I'm curious to see how Phase 5 will end. We already got 2 movies, which I will review after I've seen them. I will do them as a separate movie. I won't do Phase 5 anymore. I will just do the movies that will come out as they come out or as they are released on Blu-ray in this form. Like the Marvels, I will do when I've got the Blu-ray and I could rewatch it. Because, like I said, I will only do the Blu ray releases or the DVD releases. Yeah. So, this is the end of phase 4 and the end of my Marvel phases videos. So, I did 4 now. And I just want to say thank you for watching. And if you've got any comments, leave them down below. You can also subscribe. And if you want to like. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.